This is Revolution Radio.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Fenton Perspective here on Revolution.radio. Happy to have you guys with me. Let's get back to our guest. William Stickevers is my guest, and you guys have got his website. It's williamstickevers.com. Now, you were just saying that if we put our thoughts and our minds together and go into the stock market and have AI kind of map it out for us pre-getting into it, that it would be able to tell us how to make money hand over fist? Is that pretty much what I heard before we got cut off by the break?
Yeah. Well, again, this is something you should probably check with your financial advisor, but it will put financial advisors out of business over the next 24 months when people just employ what I just suggested and said, just as simple as dragging your 401k statement or your Roth IRA statement in there and say, please optimize my asset allocation for my age, for my background, for my particular goal, my investment goal, my exit, etc. So we're going to see that happen. And this all has to do with the state-of-the-art timing series forecasting models that are built in with their magic ability to accurately predict future values. And this is being used in weather, retail demand, economic indicators like inflation, interest rates. So the AI is able to assess all those things. No human or groups of humans on the planet can. And right now, Warren Buffett said AI is the most disruptive, powerful invention greater than the atomic bomb. And he, after 3 months of trading, cannot outtrade the AI. This is the greatest investor of all time. And this is not even artificial general intelligence, which is coming to a theater near you in April 2024.
So
what do you think that's going to do to the too big to fails, the too big to jails in Washington, the too smart to fails in Silicon Valley?
Well, will we really need the stock market at all anymore?
Oh, you'll need the market because there'll always be a market, but it'll be a decentralized, not a centralized market, a decentralized, nowhere and everywhere. And the rules of the market will be determined by artificial intelligence, not a too big to fail Jamie Dimon or a Federal Reserve that decides to set interest rate policy not based on real-time data, but based on academics that is generally 24 months behind the curve, which basically causes recessions that could lead to 2008 implosions.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. But we got to remember also that a lot of that was engineered so that some people got very wealthy and a lot of other people lost everything. Now with AI, is that going to be able to happen? From what you're telling me, no. Right?
No. It'll be free market. It'll be the free market like we used to have until 2000. Well, let's just say the free market system that we grew up with until the 2008 crisis. Now we have an extend and pretend centrally controlled market that ensures the two bigs and the 1% always win no matter what's going on with the market.
Absolutely. That's what I tell everybody all the time. They always do. But because of that, people are making great gains and strides. If you look back early before 2000, things were valued at $1.25. I mean, stock wasn't $15, a stock trade. I mean, it was $1. Will it go back to regular prices? I mean, what I'm trying to say is, will it get our money situation back under control where things aren't as inflated or deflated as the stock market is trying to get us to believe it is?
No, the whole model is going to change. We're going to see it go to a blockchain model, number one, a decentralized exchange blockchain model, and then there's going to be a tokenization of the stocks, of the bonds, of gold, of property. So you could buy, just let's say, I want to buy high level, name something. You don't have to buy a whole share. You could buy a fraction of a share. You could buy $10 of a share. Swap that on your phone for the tokenized equivalent to gold. Swap that for downtown real estate in Tokyo, right? We're going to see a completely different market where everything will be tokenized like Bitcoin is. You can buy $1 of Bitcoin, right? You could buy $1. It doesn't matter if the price of Bitcoin goes from 3,000 to 30,000 like it did over the past 3 years. Nobody wants to talk about that, right?
Oh,
and
yeah, I do.
Right,
it really freaked me out because what does that do to the value of money? It changes it
every time Bitcoin goes up means the value of money is imploding.
Yep.
Is imploding. So this is the big issue. But here's the thing. You can buy Bitcoin. You could buy $1 of Bitcoin. You could buy a whole Bitcoin. Or you could, because Bitcoin could be dividable by 100,000 tokens, or what they call sats, Satoshis, sats, SATs. So the same thing's going to happen with the entire stock market. In fact, too big to fail, Larry Fink stated, and by the way, his company is worth $11 trillion of assets, said everything will be tokenized and put onto a blockchain within the decade. And now they've decided to go all in on Bitcoin.
Really? When did that happen? I wasn't paying attention.
Well, BlackRock announced this in June.
Really? See, I missed that. Oh, my God.
Yeah, so here's the thing. They know what's coming. They're jumping ahead. And the entire system of money and exchange is going to go through a transformation far greater than it has in over 2,000 years within 20 months, let's say.
I know.
Let's say at least between now and 2032.
Yep. That's what I am absolutely sure of it. You know how I know for sure? Because a bank manager at Wells Fargo took me aside when they were closing their branch, because I was very upset about the branch closing, and said, Lorien, I'm sorry to tell you this, but you're not going to be able to walk in here and cash your check anymore. In 18 months, there will be only one branch left in our city. And all of it's going to be done on the internet. It's all going to be blockchain, Bitcoin, whatever. Mm-hmm. She goes, it's completely going to be gone. She goes, I'll be surprised if it lasts 2 years.
That's right.
So I'm freaking out because what's going to happen to people like me who get a paycheck? That paycheck will automatically be just Bitcoin assigned or something?
No, it'll be converted to a central bank digital currency. And then that will be given you will be given a unique burn rate or interest rate on that. And you'll only be able to keep it for so long. And what you could spend it on will be determined by the government by a unique algorithm that's based on your social credit score, which is already functional and in place. So the idea is that they're going to know, okay, you got to spend this in 27 days. Let's say Jerry Wills will be 42 days. It'll be depending on, if what you spend, what your trends, it'll know how you spend it, where you spend it, what you spend it on, and then the algorithm will keep updating constantly. And this is the new system that they'll be deploying by 2025, 2026. At least that's what it is, unless we have a dramatic change in government. Because right now, government is on track. Biden is on track. Biden is very pro-CBDC. He just pushed that through with his executive order. The Federal Reserve already has their on-track rails that became operational in July in San Francisco, the San Francisco division of the Federal Reserve. So we're seeing that they're moving us into that. The banks are already provisioning for it. They're getting ready for it. People have no idea. So all your cash in your bank account will be converted to a CBDC. And then when it's a CBDC, you won't be able to buy gold or Bitcoin with it, or, and if your social credit score goes down because you post something on Biden that they don't like, all of a sudden that will limit what you can buy, what you can do, if you can get first class. This is exactly what the Chinese live with now. They have a social credit score system that's being completely centralized, controlled, and integrated with their money. And now they're bringing it here. And this goes against all the tenets of democracy. But again, we live in a plutocracy that operates as a totalitarian democracy, and yet 99% of the people have no clue this is happening. They may not be happy with Biden and will vote for him regardless because of Trump, but what they're setting themselves up for is a technological dystopian nightmare.
This is Revolution Radio at freedomslips.com.